as gentle as a lamb, as quiet as a lamb, as meek as a lamb. You've undoubtedly heard some of these expressions about the sweet, gentle little lambs. I have some experience with lambs, and I can tell you that there's nothing sweeter than a baby lamb. Well, maybe a baby goat, but that's perhaps a story for another time. And as lambs grow older and become sheep, their personalities change. And, they can be darling, very sweet animals, but they can also be quite aggressive. So it's certainly an animal you need to pay respect to. They're very popular here, and I live in cow country, but there are a lot of sheep, and, there are people raising all sorts of things here. Buffalo, of course, or American bison. I love sheep. I think they're just the coolest animals. And in addition, their milk is something that I barter for, that I trade my own goat milk or my goat products, either soaps, lotions, or sometimes just raw milk as a trade to another dairy farmer for their milk, whether it be cow or sheep in this case. And also when they take their sheep to slaughter, I get the tallow. And that indeed is what this soap is built on. And this is someone who believes very much, as I do, in the well-being of the animals, in the ethical treatment of their animals, and the sustainability of the animal. They are grass-fed in a pasture. They're very happy animals. I personally only try to deal with folks that treat their animals as ethically as I feel that I do. And so when I trade, I know that I'm getting a quality product that represents my own values. And this particular soap is one that I've always enjoyed making for people that have the more gentle cleansing needs. They don't need perhaps the ton of lather. They don't need anything more than just a gentle cleansing. And that is where a soap like this comes in very handy. It's very gentle. The essential oils that I used in this, I used very sparingly, and they are both essential oils that are very gentle and easy on the skin. Rosemary and peppermint. And again, as I stated, in very conservative amounts, so that you are aware it's there, but it's not overwhelming. The sheep tallow is so very gentle on the skin and is something that's accepted easily by the body. So it recognizes it as something that belongs there. And I like that about anything that's related to goats or sheep. There is something about their milk and their tallow that is just marries so beautifully with human skin. And we get to benefit from that. And for me, that's a joy to be able to raise an animal that you love. And I do love my animals. I care for them very deeply. And when their lives do come to an end, it's always done with the utmost love and respect. If you don't believe in that sort of thing, if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, I understand that as well. I do. I get that. And I do want you to know that I am not a big meat eater myself. Not anymore. I've cut way back. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it's because I had some epiphany. I'm aging, and as such, I'm trying to watch my saturated fats and triglycerides and all those kind of goodies, and so I'm not eating as many animal products as I once did. But I love them in skincare products because, first of all, your body, this is what our human skin, what our skin is so capable of doing. It takes in the things that it can use, that can benefit us, and rejects those things, where possible, that might do us harm. Of course, it can only work so hard. You're not going to be rubbing arsenic on your skin and expecting it to protect you from that, right? But this is a soap that I made for those people that just want something a bit more gentle and, I don't know, lamb-like perhaps. And these molds were some that I've wanted to use for a while, and getting more sheep milk has allowed me the opportunity to use them. Oh, sure, I could use them for any soap, I suppose, but it seemed only fair to use the sheep milk and the sheep tallow in them. And I got these through a sale Brambleberry was having. I don't buy a lot from Brambleberry. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just that a lot of their products are made in China, their molds and things like that. And where possible, I try to buy those that are made in North America at least, or other countries. I just don't want to support China only. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is one of those soaps that I try to keep on hand, a more gentle soap, sort of like my Tender and Mild soap. I've made several throughout the years where, I make just my regular soaps for everybody, although I tend to think all my soaps are gentle and good for the skin. This is one that I try to make for, well, I guess I'm making it kind of for the child in me. When I was a boy, I was so very sensitive, and a lot of the soaps that my mother made that I was able to use easily were those made with animal tallows and animal milks. I couldn't use any, they didn't have nut milks the way you can go to the store now and buy almond milk or soy milk or cashew milk. You had to either make it yourself or get it from someone. Now, we lived in California at the time, and there were a lot of, I hope this is a word that's okay to use, hippies. And so they made a lot of these kind of things, and my mother associated with these folks, and so we had access to a lot of those kind of things, perhaps before a lot of other areas in America. And I don't mean that to sound conceited or anything other than what it was. It was just where we were at the time. We were at the right place at the right time. But I couldn't use a lot of those things. I was never allergic to nuts to eat them, but as a child, I couldn't get anything like peanut butter on my skin. I've talked about how I was with avocado and some other things. I was just a messed up little kid in a lot of ways. A lot of this goes back to my birth mother, who was not a very good caregiver. She abandoned me in the hospital after 2 days after I was born. And then I was taken by one of her druggy friends who didn't take care of me. So I didn't get any kind of proper nutrition or love or any of those things for the first 11 months of my life. Fortunately, someone came along that did feed me right, and I've been eating too much ever since. But as far as that goes, it's a possibility that poor nutrition very early on made me more sensitive and allergic to a lot of things that other people take for granted. That's really pretty much it. And so I had a love for animal oils and animal milks, and still do to this day. And that is the primary reason I still raise goats for other people. I give a lot of milk away. Something I don't talk about very often because, well, it's my own business. But I do give away a lot of milk. I make goat butter, it's an acquired taste. And on occasion cheeses, and give those away, mostly just to locals. But these products, the soaps and anything else that I make from those things, of course, I do have to sell because I have to recoup the costs that are involved in actually making them. And I will put these in the store in October, for anyone that wants them. I think they're just cute as they can be. And I think that they will be something well loved by the family. I think kids will like the way that they look, and I think parents will like the way that they treat the child's skin so gently, or your own for that matter. I had a lot of fun putting these together, and having you along with me just makes it that much more fun. I hope you all have a beautiful day. I look forward to seeing you back soon. I'm working on 2 other videos that I have to finish, so do come back. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you do, and hit that bell so you get notifications of when new videos are coming. And in addition, if you want to leave a comment, I'll try to reply back as soon as I can. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.